Hello traders, and welcome to Trading the Trend. I am Dennis, and this is my weekend report. I'm going to be doing this a little differently. My trading platform is not available to me because it's FXCM likes to do maintenance on Saturday, so I can't get in there. So we're going to do everything off of my stock charts right here. So it will look a little differently, but it will cover the same material. Okay, first of all, we have the S&P 500. We've had our second up week coming off of this pin bar reversal. This is looking pretty good, at least in the short term. You had the pin bar reversal here, then we went and tested that reversal again here, and now we've had 2 weeks up. Volume, nothing really fantastic, so I'm not getting overly excited about this move. We'll have to see what happens when we get up here to the blue line here. That's the 40-week moving average. If we can't get above that, then and we see some kind of a reversal move off of that, then I'd be looking to go short, and that would give us another lower high, which would not look good for the S&P 500. One area that is doing quite well, or I should say the strongest sector, or index I should say, is the Dow Jones Transports here. And you can see we've had, what, 7, is that right? 6 up weeks in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yep, 6 up weeks in a row. Off of this bit of a reversal. But if you look at this, 6 up weeks is just barely back to what it only took us 2 weeks to lose over here. So when you see something price drop this much in 2 weeks, and then it takes 6 weeks for it to get back what it lost in 2, that's not a good sign. So even though we've had some decent volume, this is still looking like a pretty weak move up. So, again, we have that blue line, 40-week moving average. If we can get up there, I would be looking to possibly go short this market. Now, let's look at some other areas I've been watching. How about some commodities? Oil is trying to find a bottom here in oil. Apparently, with the CAD doing much better, Canadian dollar, some people think that oil may have finally found a bottom. Too early to tell. I mean, this could have been a bottom here. We rallied a bit and hit the 40-week moving average, and right to the very penny we hit it and then moved lower. We could do the same thing here if we get all the way up here to the 40-week moving average. How much lower could oil go? Well, we were at $100 and we've dropped all the way down to 30. That's a $70 drop. Now, obviously, if you're at 30, or in this case we're at 32.84, we can't drop another $70. So there's certainly a lot less risk buying oil here, but it could stay low for a long time, and it could lose another 50%. I can't imagining that happen, but if you told me a year ago we were going to be buying gas for $1.59 a gallon, I would have told you you're crazy. So, we'll take what the market gives us. Right now, it looks like oil's trying to find a bottom here, but time will tell. Now, let's look at how this is all affecting our currencies. Again, since I can't get into my regular platform, we're going to look at this a little bit differently. Excuse me. Okay. Right now, here is the Canadian dollar against the yen, and you can see we had a pretty good up week. The yen, or I should say the CAD, looks like it's trying to put in a bottom here after being very weak. Matter of fact, let me show you what I'm looking at over here on this side of the chart. Okay, here's a list of all the yen currencies. Since I can't update my strong week rankings, we'll look at this for right now. And I got these in ranked order. This is actually going to be month I should say year to date. So for the year so far, as you can see, everything is negative, so that means that the yen is our strongest currency, but the Canadian dollar is now second. So that is something to look at. We might want to look to go long the Canadian dollar, especially if oil is going to continue to rally a little bit here. So, think about the Canadian dollar as we look for trades to get into. And let's move back over here. And as you can see, this Canadian dollar is trying to find a bottom against the strong yen. So, that's a good sign. So maybe we can look at some of the weaker currencies and match it up with the Canadian dollar here. And I'm just going to go through these real quickly here. Euro is our second strongest against the yen. And as you can see, we had a pretty good pin bar reversal here this past week. So, maybe we'll get some continuation. I mean, after 3 ugly down weeks, this could have some room to run up. Even if it's just a 2 or 3 week run up, you could see something like this. So, Euro could be something to look at. Swiss franc, not one I normally play. Very tight downtrend on this one, but you did get a little bit of a pin bar reversal. Again, we might get some continuation there. Looking at the US dollar against the yen, I'm actually taking a long position on this one because we had price come right down here to 111 and hold this old low and then reversed back up. So I got in on this one. So I'm hoping to see this one show some continuation. We had a pretty good reversal here. We finished the week right at the high, so this is looking good to possibly get some continuation up here. 400 or 500 more pips up here before it reverts back down. Yeah, I'd take that. Moving on, we have the Aussie. This one's been a little more difficult to play. Just a really kind of a weak move up this past week. So, not too excited with the Aussie. This could actually be something you might want to short against some of the stronger currencies. Then we go to New Zealand. It's been one of the weaker currencies. Again, it had a decent week, but it finished well off its high against the yen. So again, it's down here near its low. So, look at the New Zealand against some of the stronger currencies. And then the worst currency of all has been the pound. As you can see, even with the yen weakening by the end of the week, the pound still looks horrible here. So I would definitely not be looking to get long pound. I mean, you did have a pretty good tail here, so maybe against a weak yen, this rallies a little bit. I mean, you've had 4 pretty good down weeks. Might be due for a counter trend rally here. But unless something changes, it's probably going to be short-lived and will continue downward. So anyway, hope this different format doesn't mess everybody up. And that's what I have for you. And I will catch you on my thread later on, okay? Talk to you later.